Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Strauss, a certified chiropractic sports physician. This is my 20th year in practice, and over the course of these 20 years, I've developed some stretches and some exercises that if you do on a regular basis and only take a few minutes, will really help alleviate and prevent lower back pain. So if you'll watch my assistant Cheryl for the next few minutes, we'll see you back here. Okay, before we begin, I want to start by going over 3 points. Actually 4 points. The first is the neutral spine. So the way we find the neutral spine is by bending our knees and then tilting our pelvis back and forth. Back and forth until you find you're relaxed, your pelvis is flat on the mat, and you have a slight curve in your lower back. The next thing we'll learn about is a little bit of breathing. You're going to learn to breathe through your stomach. Feeling your stomach rise and fall. You're not going to breathe through your chest, you're going to breathe through your stomach. And finally, we're going to contract our abdomen when we do almost all of these exercises. Contracting the abdomen keeps the exercises from central core and is key to doing these exercises correctly. The last thing I wanted to mention is that if you feel any discomfort or pain in any of these exercises, just back off a little bit, and if you feel the need to stop, it's okay to stop. You shouldn't feel any pain, but if you do, you can just back off. Okay, so let's start with our first stretch. The first stretch is the knee chest stretch. The way that's done is by grabbing your knee, or just below your knee, interlacing your hands, and bring your knee to your chest. And we'll do that for 3 breath cycles. So a breath in, feeling your stomach rise, and a breath out. And as you do the exhale, the breath out, you'll stretch a little bit more. Breathe in and out. And then we'll go to the next leg. Okay. Interlace your fingers, knee in line with your chest. Breathing in, breathing out, trying to keep your abdomen contracted. And we'll do that for 3 breath cycles. And then we'll go back down and we'll bring our legs up together. And this is the double knee stretch. And interlace the fingers, breathe in and breathe out, tighten your abdomen. It's a great stretch for the lower back. The next stretch is called the piriformis stretch. The piriformis stretch is an excellent stretch for the lower back. If anyone has sciatica or any type of lower back pain, this is a very helpful stretch. And it's done by grabbing your outside knee and your outside ankle, and with your knee and your ankle at 90 degrees to your upper leg, you're going to bring your knee towards your chest with 30% of your stretch, and 70% of your stretch is going to be your ankle. So we're going to hold that for a count of 5 breath cycles. This is a long stretch. It's an excellent stretch. And on the exhale, as you breathe with your stomach, you'll feel a better stretch. 5 breath cycles with that, each time just a little bit deeper. And we'll try the opposite leg. Outside ankle, outside knee. Keeping your leg at 90 degrees, meaning your upper leg to your lower leg should form a little bit of a right angle, 90 degrees. And then we'll bring your knee towards your chest, outside ankle toward your chest with 70% of your stretch at your ankle, 30% of your stretch at your knee. On the exhale, remember, you're going to go a little deeper, feeling your stomach rise and fall, and trying to keep your abdomen tight. It's an excellent stretch. We're going to go into an exercise now called the arm extension and leg extension. The way that's done is by raising your right arm and your left leg simultaneously and down. The exhale will be when you're going down. So raise the right leg, the left leg and right arm, and down. Keeping your pelvis flat and taking a deep breath in and raising. And down. A very good stretch for keeping your abdomen tight and we'll do that for 5 breath cycles. Now we're going to go face down. So the first thing that Cheryl's going to do is called the child's pose. This is a pose that comes from yoga, and it's done by sitting back on your heels and then stretching forward. This is a very good stretch for your lower back. That's done with 5 breath cycles, keeping your abdomen contracted. It's a very good stretch for your upper back, for your shoulders, and of course for your lower back. Each of these, it's very important to remember breathing and remember to try to contract your abdomen a little bit as you do this stretch as well. A really good stretch. Now with Cheryl laying face down, we're going into the swim. Swim is another exercise similar to what we did while we were on our back. And we're going to alternate raising our left arm and right leg. And exhale and down. And inhale and raise up the other side. Excellent. Keeping your pelvis flat. And raising up. And down. We'll do that for 5 breath cycles. Good. Now it's time to go back into the child's pose. So sit back on our heels. And we'll go for 3 breath cycles. Stretching the upper back, the lower back, and the shoulders. Once we've done that child's pose, it's time to go to the cat old horseback. That's done with your hands and knees, shoulder width apart, and you're going to flex your head and lift your back. And contract your abdomen, and then on the exhale, look backward and go into extension. An excellent mobility exercise. And then flex forward, thinking that there's a string pulling your lower back upward. Contracting your abdomen, going back down, looking backward, getting full extension. And do this just as you're comfortable doing this. It doesn't have to be full extension, just go as far as you're comfortable with. A really good mobility exercise. We'll do that for 5 breath cycles. Okay, it's time to go back on our back to the bridge. The bridge is done with your hands to your side, knees bent, and what you're going to do is slowly raise your pelvis, keeping your abdomen tight until it's in line with your lower legs, so you form a straight line. And you'll hold that for 2 breath cycles. And then you can, on the exhale, just relax. And you'll go and do it again. And hold that and bring it up. And hold for 2 breath cycles. And if you'd like, once you get familiar with this exercise, you can go to a little bit more of an advanced exercise by doing alternate legs. And I'll show you that in just a second. So we'll raise up our pelvis. And then just raise 1 foot and extend 1 foot, equal, and hold for a breath cycle, and down, and relax. And we'll come up again and extend the leg. Hold for breath cycle and down and relax. Okay, almost done. The last stretch we're going to do, or second to last stretch we're going to do, is the hamstring stretch. That's done by grasping your leg and back of your, with your fingers, grabbing it, extending the knee, extending the leg, pointing the toe towards your body. And on the exhale, just extending the leg just a slight bit more. Remember, don't do this to cause pain, just do it to cause stretch. This is done over a long period of time. Don't swing for the fences, just do a little bit at a time, and you'll do just fine. And we'll hold that each for 5 breath cycles. And of course, then we'll do the opposite leg. Keeping your stomach contracted, breathing with your abdomen. And you get the real good stretch on the exhale. Remember that. You get a really good stretch on the exhale. Toes pointed towards your body. And on the exhale, get a little bit more extension. An excellent stretch. It'll feel really great, and you'll see how tight you are in it. And it's really, really good to stretch to prevent lower back pain. Okay, we're on our last stretch. And that's going to be the knee chest stretch, which we started with. So grab your outside knee, interlace your fingers, and on the exhale, remember to bring it a little bit more towards your chest. Keeping your stomach tight, keeping your pelvis flat. We'll do that for 3 breath cycles. And of course, we'll do the opposite leg. Interlace the fingers. Excellent. And on the exhale, remember, get a little bit more of a stretch. Keeping your abdomen tight. And finally, lastly, we're going to do those 2 together. Interlace the fingers. Flex. Great stretch for the lower back. And there are your exercises. Thank you so much for watching these stretches and exercises. They really will prevent and alleviate lower back pain if you do them on a regular basis. If you do have any problems with your back, please come and call me and I'll be there for you. Be well and stay healthy.